Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first-round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the UCF Knights, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Bringing it out, it's Johnson. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
On the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Knights will have 1st and 10 here. Ball handed off. He's brought down out at the 46.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here's the 2nd down play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Grab down the middle. It's Morris. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and the quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
The Knights offense is on the move now. Takes the handoff. It's Harvey. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
This will be third and short, the 7th play of the opening drive. Can he get there on the ground? Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, UCF. It was a foot race and he won it. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
And I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And here's the handoff. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A gain makes it second and medium. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
The back's got it. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
They'll run the option. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway. Oh, and a chance at a big man touchdown if he doesn't run out of oxygen. At the 10. Touchdown, Knights. A fumble return for 6. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he picked it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
Here's a point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he pulls in the catch.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
And the Buffaloes lining up here on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Sanders. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Can he take it all the way? He's at the 50. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
They'll run it from the gun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The Knights will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. He's going to bring up a 3rd down play.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So the ball at midfield, now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The sure hands. It's Pittman. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Complete with the running back. But can he get there? That's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out in the 1st quarter. 1st down here for this offense. UCF 14, Colorado 0. Okay, ready? A new set of downs after that completion. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. It's Brown. Bringing pressure. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. Running with purpose. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Scanning the field. It's Sanders. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Not fielded cleanly. It's a loose football. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
Well, this returner is about to get an earful, but at least the coach isn't as mad as they would have been if they ended up losing the ball.
And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. He hands it off from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Quick throw to his receiver. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Touchdown, UCF. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And he'll fling this one deep down the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That pass is caught. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Looks to the left, pass caught. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Back to pass. It's Sanders. Quick throw to the left. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Fights through a tackle.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
The ball is picked off. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
How about this, Chris? The safety reads the quarterback's eyes perfectly and saw the throw before it even happened. If you're the quarterback, that's why it's so important to look those safeties off so they can't break on your throws.
Play action here on 1st down. With the catch, it's Hudson. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down to the 42.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to the penalty. That's good news for the offense. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Trying to find room. It's Harvey. The Knights pick up enough for a 1st down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? Running with purpose. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Caught over the middle. It's Morris. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The Knights with 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. It's Brown. He's moving out of the pocket. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Looking to throw yet again. He's got it right near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
The Knights line up with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Knights. And they get set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they get him down after the completion.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Caught for the completion. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
That's a big first down for this offense. It's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. See if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And now another deep ball here. Deep shot, caught out of the 15. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Colorado.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
Extra point is good. They trail now 31-7. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they can kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. They'll tackle him at the 27. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Scanning the field, it's Brown. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
The Knights starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Tight end goes in motion. A quick throw out left, complete. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The pass rush closing in. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, UCF. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Knights will kick this away to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Oh, there's the stiff arm. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Looking to pass, it's Sanders. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And he throws his third interception of the day. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense. So the UCF offense is back out on the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Gonna run it. It's Richardson. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He makes the grab. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. The offense really clicking here. He's going to hand this off. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Receiver in motion now. To the air. It's Brown. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screenplay works.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he's got his man open downfield. Touchdown, Knights. And the route is on. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage where he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting them in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he lofts it deep over the middle. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. It's suddenly become a threat to score. Massive gain moves the ball into the red zone now. They'll set up 1st and 10. Working tight windows. It's Sanders. Tries to get it to the running back. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Right, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. You get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Handing off on the draw play. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And the Buffaloes looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs. He just goes up and over the pile for that touchdown.
And that's some serious vertical by this running back. A well-earned touchdown in the goal line.
Now the important point after attempt. And there's the point after. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner looking to make a play here. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Looking to pass. It's Brown. Defense is coming after him. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. To come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He fires it. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. That'll pick up a first down out at the 37.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
He's going to take off. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Harvey. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Can they keep this drive going, trying to convert on third down now? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Running through the tackle. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Back to pass. It's Brown. There's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. And the beatdown continues. And now they'll set up for the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's tackled at the 6. Bad field position. Don't know why he brought that out. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Hunter. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Dropping back, it's Sanders. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's got it, enough for a first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. The Buffaloes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to chuck it again. Pressure is coming. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Extending the play now. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Completion, that's about 9 yards, not enough for the first, and it's 4th down.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this 4th down. Great job here by the D.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle made after a big gain. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense is not giving up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Ball carrier tackled there.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
And the back now goes in motion. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Oh, it's a reverse. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Oh, here comes the reverse. Cannot get back to the line of scrimmage. Great play by the defense.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Handoff to the back. He shreds the tackle. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, nice. And this one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looks left and finds his target there. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And completion makes it 2nd and short. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Dropping back, it's Sanders. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the wideout goes in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick throw to the left side. Downfield shot. Falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Looking for a gap. It's Richardson. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And they stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining. The offense already has 1 4th down conversion. They do it for a 2nd time. Looking downfield, it's Brown. Fires it to the wideout. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. They've got him, but he easily makes the 1st down, and this drive keeps going. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.